I have a question for the so-called prophets and prophetess and fortune tellers that I see on TikTok and especially on YouTube, because on YouTube, there's a whole lot of self-proclaimed prophets out there that's taking advantage of so many gullible people. I sat there and I watched YouTube a few minutes ago, and I'm watching these people on there talking about how they visited hell and they died, and they saw the Most High, and they spoke to Jesus, and Jesus told them certain things. And then I'm seeing these so-called prophets and prophetess that have so much zeal and fervent, and they're talking about how the Lord spoke to them and the Lord told them to do thus and thus. And you know that God didn't say a word. I don't know what voice you claim to be hearing, but you and I both know it's not the Most High. This is just another way for you to make content. You sat down and you was crafting in your mind, what could I say next to deceive the gullible people out there? My followers, the one that's donating and supporting me financially. You got to keep the funds coming through. So you say to yourself, what could I say to deceive the gullible ones? Have an idea. The Lord told me this is going to happen. Now, if you sit and you listen to the news like I do, in many cases you can just about tell what's going to happen. If you watch the news, you can tell what's going to happen, especially if you're listening to other content creators. And you would sit there and listen to a content creator, and the content creator would say something that would put an ideal in your head. You know, the little light bulb on top of your head? Like, oh, that sounds pretty good. I think I'll use that in my content. And then you would turn on the camera and say, the Lord spoke to you. And you know that God didn't say a word. There's going to be so many of y'all that's going to spend time in hell. In hell is where you're going to lift your eyes, being tormented for lying and deceiving so many people. See, Lucifer and demons are intelligent beings. They're very intelligent, and many of them are ancient spirits, ancient beings, ancient demons that's deceiving the living. And they're using mouthpiece like yours to deceive the masses, to tell them that God is speaking when he hadn't said a word. And I guarantee you, if you look at each one of your lives, it will not be holy. It will not match up. And of course, you will come back with, I'm human. I make mistakes. God understands. But does he? See, if you look at how narrow the way is to get into the kingdom of God, you wouldn't be playing like that. So how could you guys sit there and be so at ease and comfortable just lying on God? Judgment is going to come, and you don't know when, the hour, nor the day when your time is up. Because if you notice, so many people have left this earth in this year. This year is only, what, a few months? And so many have lost loved ones, family members, some unexpected. Didn't even expect it. So you guys better stop lying, man. You got to stop playing with God, man. You're saying that he spoke to you. You're saying that he came to you in a dream. And he said to you, and then you give a description. Oh, he was like this, and he looked like that, and he told me. You guys got to stop that lying. Because it's going to come back on you.